Hello, thanks for your company this evening. We're going to start tonight with parents of children with a particular profile of autism. They say they feel locked out of learning because many schools in Yorkshire can't meet their needs. Children who have a developmental disorder known as pathological demand avoidance have an obsessional need to avoid even the most basic demands. Nicola Rees reports on the family struggling to cope with the condition.
She couldn't get out of bed for weeks. She couldn't brush her teeth, she couldn't wash her hair.
What is this?
She lay down, face down on the carpet, hitting the carpet, kicking, screaming and crying.
11-year-old Isla has been out of school since January. She has a diagnosis of autism, but she also displays behaviours and traits that some experts refer to as pathological demand avoidance.
Any sort of demand makes Isla feel extremely anxious. So from getting up, putting a school uniform on, friends think you can just say, you are going to school, get up, get dressed and go. You can't, she can't accept demands. Oh, remember when you did this?
Isla's school in Ilkley has been supportive, but Kate says it can't meet her needs. So now they're waiting for the council to make a decision about what extra care can be provided. It's been a long process.
The wait for a diagnosis was 19 months from the point that the school nurse referred to a paediatrician. I am off work with stress and anxiety. People keep saying to me, oh, now she's diagnosed, are you getting some help? And it just doesn't work like that.
Bradford Council says all schools across the district have access to specialist teachers who can provide support for children with complex needs before or after they have an education, health and care plan in place. In Leeds, another mum who wants to be anonymous says her son hasn't been to school since 2016. He has a place at a specialist school for autism, but she says staff don't understand his condition.
Being at home and caring and educating him at home is nice, but there's no respite. Everything from the moment I wake up to go to sleep is focused on some element of trying to find his care.
Leeds City Council say they can't comment on individual cases, but they are committed to working in partnership with parents and in the best interests of children.
There are certain things that you just cannot get the local authority to pay for. Educational psychology, occupational therapy. These are things that should be essential, but they're nowhere, they're rare.
These cases aren't unique. In Menston, there's a support group for parents who are fighting to get the right help for their autistic children.
Day in, day out, I'm getting phone calls and emails from families just crying out for help, not knowing where to turn because either their child isn't able to get into school or they can't find the right provision. It's so distressing for the families that are just trying to do the best for their children.
We need to fit our education system to these children who can't access the mainstream.
I get really angry and really upset because, you know, he deserves a lot more than he's been given. And it's wrong. It's really wrong.
You can hear how upsetting this is for the parents, can't you? Earlier I spoke to Helen Evans, who's the Chief Executive of the PDA Society. I asked her how widespread this problem is.
The prevalence rate for autism is thought to be about 1 in 100. There's not many studies on PDA, but there is one small study which estimated that about 1 in 5 autistic people may have a PDA profile.
Now, there should be provision in every school for children with special educational needs. Why is it that children with PDA aren't getting the right support?
Oh, it's such an important question. There's a lot of different reasons. Partly it's a lack of awareness about PDA, and then a lack of understanding of the needs of children with a PDA profile, and the fact that more traditional approaches to supporting autistic children don't always work in the same way with PDA children.
Every child has the right to an education. What needs to happen so that these children do get that?
Oh gosh, you absolutely echo what you say. And, you know, what we know is 7 in 10 autistic children with a PDA profile are either not enrolled in school or struggling to attend all the time or regularly to get in. to change that, we would like to see more awareness and understanding of the needs of autistic children with a PDA profile. And we believe with that understanding and awareness, then schools will be better placed to meet those needs.
Helen Evans from the PDA Society, thanks for your time.
Thank you.